Namaskar, good morning, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, students, scholars, sportsmen, learners and listeners, professionals and professors, officials and professionals, the most honorable present Prime Minister Saint Dr. Narendra Modi ji, presence of doctors, ministers, researchers and highly officials. I, Dr. Rakesh from USA, heartily, cordially welcome. Your presence is praiseworthy, admirable, appreciable. All of you, those who belong to the field of science, spirituality, religion, arts, commerce and engineering, I, Dr. Rakesh from USA, thank all, thank God, those who exist in all of you. Thanks for your presence. Thanks for your availability of your 100% presence of your mind. Thanks for your nice time, nice place, nice section. Today it is very wonderful time, amazing, outstanding, matchless. Every day when we get up with the God's words, with having the presence of God or Lord, it becomes a great power of our soul or spirit. We must apply goodnesses by having the lesson from nature. Nature, which is our true friend. Nature is supportive, cooperative and directive, informative, instructive and the most knowledgeable part of on the earth. On this earth we can lead a happier life, not by being solitude or lonely, but by having the presence of God everywhere, who is always with us in the form of air, fire, soil, sky and water. So never feel alone, never have desperations or frustrations. Don't have an anxiety, anger, fear. Be fearless, be friendly, be familiar. If you are the true human being, we must obey the path of humanity. We must have compassionistic, sympathetic attitude of life. Our life provides us wonderful opportunities to do better, nicer, finer every day. We should get inspiration and motivation from inside, not from outside. Only 10% outsiders can impress us by their expressions, but 90% we are channelized, we are operating, we are being developed, we are being generated by our original culture, custom, language. So we should not be puppet in the hands of the worldly materialistic things. We are born to free. We are made by the spiritualistic elements for getting rid from the foundations, from interdependencies of the world. We are not to depend upon our food, clothes and shelter even. There is no doubt these are our basic amenities of life, but the God of word, the word of God or word of Lord is always with us in the physical body, which is in the form of land. We should grow the word of God in this land. We should sow the seed of God in this land. Our body, which is given, which is bestowed, provided by the Lord to do something glorious, something better, greater, nicer, finer for the worldly people. The word from where our soul has come, that is celestial, eternal, permanent, invisible word, that is hidden, but the presence, passion, emotion we can feel in every particle of the universe. He who is always happy, he who is always benefactor, he who is always profiteer, he never leave us alone, he never give us sorrow and anxiety, weaknesses, shortcomings, faults, but he makes us better to the best. He helps us. It is written in our whole religious scriptures, God helps those who helps themselves. But firstly we are to start from our soul, from our spirit. If our soul is healthy, if our spirit is healthy, then our nation will become better, greater, higher, and it will be really glorious, the most powerful country of the world, the most healthy generation, the most healthy society of the world. We can count it if we will follow the path of our beginners, initiators, starters of the different missions. Swami Vivekananda, who was the starter of Ramkishan mission, Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, who was the starter of Sikhism, Gautam Buddha, who was the starter of Buddhism, Mahavir Swami, who was the starter of Jainism. Our land basically is known as the land of free thinkers, prophets, messengers, and freedom fighters. We are always sacrifice. We always devote and dedicate for the welfare of humanity, which is the greatest identity of our country, nation, society. Personally, professionally, socially, emotionally, mentally, nationally, in every field, we are given great opportunities by God. He shows His presence everywhere. We are not lagging behind in science and spirituality. We know that our country is the first country who provided the worldly diversities. But after all, we are one Unity in diversity. Unity in diversity, which is the greatest feature of our country, which was addressed by our present Prime Minister to the whole worldly people, to all the professionals in all the fields. We have established landmark and milestone. Even in the history of language, literature, science, technology, in all the fields we are growing, because if we are living at our true home, this home provides us the great knowledge of our spirit or soul. We are always busy, we are always associated with the greatness of God. We are always away from the frustrations, depressions, and all upheavals of the world. Swami Vivekananda and Swami Keshwananda, there are so many similarities between these two personalities. If Swami Vivekananda, who came in the form of social reformer, Swami Keshwananda came as the educationist, saint of education, who spreaded out the education in North India. But they are not confined, but the saints of all fields. Those who came on this earth, they are not confined up to any particular field. They become worldly. Their outlook is cosmopolitan outlook. They show their identity internationally, worldly. So we are the part of one. We are one in all and all in one. We never forget our literature and history. It means not that we are not in present, but we are to be present in 100%. Attachment and disattachment is the greatest power of this human mind, which is provided by the God for bringing the remarkable and outstanding change, something unchangeable. Something is unchangeable, something is stable, permanent. What's that? We all are looking for that. Who is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent? He who is always with us. We should not forget. So there are some questions from the devotees and followers. Those who put some questions in front of us sometimes, and we express their answers. Why don't yourself go to abroad to disseminate and bestow Guru Mantra? This would be possible exclusively with divine ordinance. Which mode of education should be emphasized? Humanitarian and philanthropic education preceded by mundane one. Why do Shear and Sagas have to face a fair bit of protest due to their own relatives? All this is mere on account of avarice and delusion by one negative aspect of mind. However, all of them are alike. Even well qualified people are prone to crimes. Does it mean the education is not accessorial to reform and invigorate the society? It depends upon the quality of education being imparted. Why homosexuality is prohibited? For it is against the order of nature and divine will. Moreover, it is unanimously condemned by all religions. Where the young generation is stepping towards, they are neglecting cultural aspects by getting enmeshed in the devilish mass of drugs. Can any human being possess the state of being a saint? Saints do incarnate as manifestation of Almighty on the earth from the eternal abode. Rising environmental change is a threat to the society. What do your good self recommend to cope with it? Every possible concrete step must be taken to inhibit pollution. Endeavor to plant maximum saplings and pay attention for their nature, protection and growth. Sow a seed, let the earth breathe. What is the term inviolability refers to? To refrain from each and every malady pervading externally or internally is termed as inviolability. If the aspirations which does not meet and consummate in this very birth would be full blown in next, meditation and contemplative efforts would indeed bring the fruits of fulfillment for the genuine desires in this birth only. Global warming is of grave concern. What measures can be taken to tackle and abate it? It is the imperative that trees must be planted rather than decaying and vanishing. In addition, prevent and impede the occurrence of pollution. Give your little finger to lift and show the mountain of pollution. Would the peaceful upliftment knock at social portal ever? This wonder is of course not improbable, but hard to implement. Why and one has to put up with distress and anguish? All this is a result of the retribution of past accumulated bad deeds or the consequence of sinful acts, iniquities and transgressions ever committed in this birth. Why does the extreme meditator become egoistic or arrogant? This is not the scenario. However, ostentation acts as the active catalyst in this regard. Every day a saint incarnates who will be responsible for soul's emancipation and carrying it up to the sanctum sanctorum or ultimate abode. One who unites the masses with true name of Supreme Being without accepting any sort of offering in lieu of that. Which one is better, democracy or dictatorship? To sway over vices, free and justified kingdom is optimum. Daily newspapers are comprised of censoring and slandering. Is this unfair in terms of spirituality? In terms of spirituality, to reveal the mystery of truth is never wrong. However, condemnance always results negatively. With which best qualities and attributes a man is believed to be imbibed with? Philanthropic and contemplative. People belonging to other religions are also supposed to experience the miracles in their lives. Are they not beneath the shelter of perfect preceptor? Perfect preceptor is the one who lets the drop of soul to be merged with ocean of divinity. In addition, he is the soul mighty to assist in annulment of vicious cycle of transmigration. Do the perfect guru has specific outlook or attributive features and signs to be recognized as true and perfect sent by one and all? Man's previous births, sanskars, and good moral values coupled with God's grace is the only way to distinguish him amidst all. As per your precepts, you have a spark of source which can be used to set afire the husk of poverty. Why don't you intimate that primordial technique to the chief most of the nation? Is it not your eminence if you do it yourself? Usually we do intimate and proclaim these techniques. The only need is to abide by. What would be your good self's course of action if set to rule over the nation? We exclusively chant the divine name and inculcate its virtues inside others in order to let them adhere the same path. Anyway, we are not aspirant of sovereignty. What is the assurance that the soul would be merged with divinity? Do meditate while having engrossed unmitigated faith within. Cultivate a wealth of virtue and strictly abide by the holy sermons. All this would indeed result in unification. Whether the intimacy of opposite gender is acceptable or not. No doubt it is acceptable provided that it is within limits and without coital relation. How parents can go extra miles for upbringing their kids in a rightful manner. Let them imbue with the hue of spiritual cognizance. Meditate while serving meals, not to commit evil deeds as slandering, act as lawyer and strive before offsprings. Are the deities supposed to exist in all religions? Are they distinct or not with respect to the religions? Most of them are alike, irrespective of several attributive names. To build up a success-oriented career, where should we aim at? Move progressively with the dint of hard work in the absence of mental stress. It is perceived that the man uses only 5% of his mind in appropriate manner, rest 95% remains unused. How the remaining percentage can be efficiently utilized? Exactly, it ranges from 5 to 10%. Devotion and good deeds are the two factors to enrich it. Even after being intellectually strong, a few children don't plunge into studies. What must be done to steer them on this course? Keep on meditating and praying to Almighty while serving meals to them. The celibate volunteers who had a long association with your good self unfortunately go back at their abodes while detaching the spiritual environment. Why so? Everyone flies differently in the plane of life. The caterer is in very close association with us and he is still here. Moreover, all of them are aspiring to live here, not forcibly. What kind of relations are inept before marriage and why? Incestuous relations are strictly